Welcome back. Dan in Sherwood Park, Alberta has a question. Hey, Dan.
Hey, thanks very much for taking my call. Just had a quick question on AltaGas. I think there's some confusion about the type of company that it is, more a utility company than a gas company, which it seems to be associated with. Just wondering what David's view is on AltaGas. It certainly has recovered from its lows.
Yeah, I'm going to go with my earlier comments about energy in general. If it's not a leader within the group, I probably don't want to buy it. I would buy Pembina before I'd buy AltaGas. Similar businesses, Pembina's executing really well and behaving much better in the market.
Okay, thank you for that. Let's get to a tweet now from RYUUU on Paycom. Your opinion, Paycom software.
Okay, so the services companies to business are doing well. So companies like Paychex are doing very well. Paycom does a lot of services software for companies, payroll, human resources, and so on. Software as a service, so it's expensive. 80 times earnings. Stock's just pulled back. I think it's okay. I'd be a buyer of the stock.
Okay, let's round this out with Wendy from Edmonton. Hi, Wendy. Wendy, are you there?
Hi, you need a 2-hour show for Professor Burrows. I'm so lucky to squeeze in. Hi, David. Can I have your thought on Buxton's, please? Thank you.
Thanks, Wendy.
Okay, so big miss on the earnings. Stock sold off from $285 to $250. Again, I would probably move on here. I would not be a buyer of the stock. I would move on. You don't need to own things right now that have disappointed. You might give it a few days to see if it can find its footing here, but I think that I would move on.
Okay, let's move on to this next stock. Cal in Mississauga has this question. Hey, Cal.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi. How are you?
Doing well. How are you?
Good, thank you. Just want to say, Anita, you have great knowledge.
Thank you.
It blows my mind sometimes, the knowledge that you got.
Oh, wow. I'm sitting with experts I'm sitting with experts like Dave. It's all these guys. They've taught me.
Well, exactly, right? And you just don't sit there and ask the questions. You dive right into it. You're great. Great.
All right. Thank you, Cal.
Good evening, Dave, Anita.
Thank you.
I was thinking about Uber. I had a small $5,000 interest at about 32, 33. And I see now she's climbing up to 41. So, Dave, if you could, please, take it away.
So, we don't own Uber, and part of it is because it's a ways away from profitability. You know, their most recent earnings call was, of course, much, much better. It may be that profitability is coming sooner, and so the stock has been rallying. So this is a funny thing. I have a thing about buying new issues that were fallen angels, in other words, fell below issue, trade for a while, and eventually get back above issue price. So the IPO was at $45. If this can trade through $45, I can take a look at it. Because what happens is now all of a sudden, virtually everybody's making money. Everybody had a chance to get their money back or was a built-in seller.
Yeah.
And so I still think that this has got a long way to go in the business model, but technically it's getting better.
Okay, so that's the Uber. So in a nutshell?
In a nutshell, I can't buy it yet. Yeah. I would like to see better fundamentals before I was a buyer. If you were buying it off the technicals, you can trade it as it trades through new issue price, which is $45, but I'd wait to that price. And I know it's 10% higher.
Okay. All right.
A lot of sellers built in between here and there just want their money back because they've been underwater badly in some cases.
You got to wait in the bushes for this one. Okay. Let's round this out. Great job. Ken sent us an email on Alibaba. What's your take on Chinese companies right now, given what's happening with the coronavirus?
Well, look.
Do you believe the reports that it's waning, the confirmed cases?
Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Here's what I do know. Alibaba has a lock on China and a lot of the developing world. Okay? And so I own it personally. And I would buy it here. I think that this is a short-term issue in China.
Okay, let's squeeze in one more call. Stock you wanted to get to. Is this Cal in Mississauga?
Yeah.
Hey, Cal.
How are you? Hi, how are you? Great program. Thank you for the picks.
Thank you.
Great picks. I wanted to ask a question about advanced micro devices and the semiconductor industry, and if there's a specific stock that you'd recommend for until the end of the year type of hold from the semiconductor
Sure.
products.
Sure.
If you don't mind. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
So Cal, you're in luck because I'm going to talk about one of the top picks. We're big fans of semiconductors as a theme. We have been for several years, and I think that AMD is a great company. I got another one for you that we can talk about in top picks.
Look at that 1 year, though. Look at that 1 year.
So it's rocking, and they're making inroads. They're making inroads into Apple's laptops, which is new.
Yeah.
And they could take some share from Intel there. They're winning a lot of new business.
Everyone's talking about Apple last year, but look at that chart right there. Okay, let's take a break. He just teased his top picks. They're straight ahead.